Liverpool made it 4 Premier League wins in a row in a very eventful ending as they played Tottenham Hotspur at Anfield. In today's video, we'll discuss the major talking points from the game, whilst also going over some huge Jurgen Klopp news. Not only that, but we'll also discuss all the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to cover in today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. Before we get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. There is a long history with referee Tierney and Jurgen Klopp was displeased, to say the least, about the words he heard when shown a yellow card at Anfield. Tierney and Liverpool have had plenty of drama-filled matches in recent history, with a 4-3 win over Tottenham the latest to be added to the list. It was only last season when Klopp said he had no idea what his problem is with me after the draw at Tottenham, Harry Kane avoided one and Diogo Jota denied a penalty. This time there were plenty of questionable and presuming decisions from the official, including the foul against Mohamed Salah when it was he who was being impeded. Klopp said, how they can give a foul on Mohamed Salah, we have our history with Tierney, I really don't know what this man has against us, I really don't know. He will always say it's nothing, it's not true, it cannot be, I don't understand it. He has said there are no problems, but that cannot be true. How he looks at me, I don't understand it, I have no problem with anyone and not with him as well. It all boiled over this time after Klopp ran up the touchline to celebrate Jota's match-winning goal, pulling his hamstring, before getting in the face of the fourth official and being shown a yellow card for his actions. Klopp was quick to concede that his celebrations towards the fourth official was unnecessary and insisted that he didn't say any bad words. But he did not receive the same treatment from Tierney. What Tierney said to me was when he gave me the yellow card, it's not okay. As for what the words were, the manager insisted it was not possible to reveal. This is a story that is bound to rumble on, with Klopp clearly unable to put a finger on why Tierney handles situations with him, as he does with clarification never forthcoming. He added, he was the ref at Tottenham when Harry Kane didn't get a red card and I was like, Kane, I love this player and I don't want him to get a red card, but it was a red card in that game. Nobody asked him about it because in England you don't have to clarify these situations, it's really tricky and difficult to understand. Since then, PGMOL have hit back at Jurgen Klopp in a sensational statement, accusing the Liverpool manager of lying. A statement read, match officials in the Premier League are recorded in all games via a communication system, and having fully reviewed the audio of our referee Tierney from today's fixture, we can confirm that he acted in a professional manner throughout, including when issuing a caution to the Liverpool manager, so therefore, we strongly refute any suggestion that Tierney's actions were improper. Just a quick one guys, we do have Liverpool t-shirts available on our website, so do browse the collection by going to copyclothing.com or going down into the link in the description. We also offer free UK shipping on all orders. Let's get back into the video. As we mentioned in the intro, Liverpool made it 4 Premier League wins in a row as they beat Spurs in a pretty eventful ending. In this part of the video, we'll discuss the 5 major talking points. Diaz delivers on return. This was Luis Diaz's first start for Liverpool since October. The team he rejoined at the end of this season was in much different situation to the one he arrived at in January 2022, which was mounting a title challenge to Manchester City. It goes without saying that his return to the fold is one that is much welcome. He adds a directness, quickness and trickery that a few players have, and he managed to net one of those early goals in the first 15 minutes that helped Liverpool beat Spurs, just about. Klopp now has a range of attacking options and can even use different players with different strengths depending on the opponent. There won't be many games though where having Diaz in the team won't provide a useful attacking threat. Defensive fertility, but Van Dijk not to blame. Trent Alexander-Arnold has adapted brilliant to the new system, which sees him take up a position in midfield. But the rest of the players still seem to be working what happens in the gap left by Trent when defending. The main issue for the Spurs goal was Konate stepping into midfield to deal with the attack at the source and as a result leaving an even bigger space in behind on the right side of the Liverpool defence. Once Konate was bypassed and Spurs were in the position, even they would struggle not to make the most of it. Van Dijk appears to have been blamed, but he and Andy Robertson are fighting a losing battle as the opposition had a 3-on-2 situation in their favour. It shows that though some facets of this new system are working well in possession, the players still need to work on what to do about the space left by Trent. Maybe some bolstering of the midfield is required to prevent Konate being tempted into stepping up, Or maybe the central defender just needs to more reactive and cover the space. Either way, weaknesses were exposed during the win for Klopp and the players to work on. As he shouted angrily from the touchline after that first goal, it appeared he knew what went wrong, which is encouraging. He may be at loss for the other two though. A crazy game brings an important win. This Liverpool may not be very good, but they were certainly entertaining on this occasion, not always in a good way. Fans suffered a rollercoaster ride of emotions ending in jubilation as Diogo Jota scored the winner after it looked like Richarlison had snatched a point for the visitors. Anfield had been fairly quiet as Liverpool eased to a 3-0 lead. It was perhaps too easy, leading to complacency. As Spurs made a game of it and as Liverpool let them, the volume and the nervousness increased. In the end, it was a struggle, and an easy 3 points turned into a vital 3 points amid the prospect of dropping 2. Klopp epitomised this and may be lucky to escape the punishment with his celebration front on the fourth official, though he pulled a hamstring may be punishment enough. At the end of the game, the manager gave his trademark fist pumps in front of the cop, which only appear after an important win. Had Liverpool cruised to victory, then he may have not appeared. But as they won in the dramatic fashion, the celebrations were more intense. Lineup from local to global. Liverpool's team lineup against Spurs is what every football club should be striving for. A combination of homegrown and academy talent, including some local players, plus a collection of the best players scouted from around the world. It keeps a team's identity and keeps them competitive. It keeps a connection with the local supporters as well as the global fan base. Alexander-Arnold grew up in West Derby and Jones in Toxteth, but are from the city and came through the academy. Though Harvey Elliott was identified by the club's scouts as a generated English talent at Fulham, he was a Liverpool fan growing up and would be classed as a homegrown player within the club itself, given the young age at which he joined. It's easy to praise such a lineup as the right way to do things as they perform as they did in the opening stages of the game. But the combination of local prodigies combined with world-class talents is one way to maintain a club's character and identity in a world where football is beginning to lose its connection to the fans. Eurovision. It's difficult to believe that this Spurs team have been hanging around above Liverpool, above Brighton and above Villa too in the league. You would think they'd be down lower in mid-table with Chelsea by now, but somehow they were still reasonably close to the top 4 until recently. The table is now starting to reflect their downfall along with Liverpool's latest mini resurgence, as well as the quality shown by Brighton and Villa in recent times. As a result of Spurs' downfall, Liverpool are likely to qualify for the Europa League ahead of the new season. You wouldn't be against them reaching the final in Dublin, a very Liverpudlian city that is just reasonably short very wide away. Liverpool fans, what did you make of the result and where do you think we'll finish this season? Let me know down in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. Please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Remember, we have Liverpool merchandise all available on our website, so do browse the collection by going down into the link in the description or going to copbuyclothing.com. We offer free UK delivery on all orders. Take care. Peace.